Yes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are enjoying every lesson I am doing. So right now we are going to continue with trigonometry, which will be my last lesson on this topic. Thank you. So we are on question number 12. Given that AB and C are angles of a triangle, prove that. So we are supposed to prove sin A plus sin B minus C is equals to that. So we start this question by saying that this one is the difference or addition of ratios. So how do we do them? So this one will be equal to 2 sin A plus B minus C all over 2. Then here we have cos A minus now B minus C all over 2. And please remember that these angles are of a triangle. So they are A plus B plus C is equals to 180. So we continue now. We will say 2 sin A plus B minus C all over 2. Here we have cos A. This will be cos A. Now it will be plus C minus B all over 2. Now we come and say this. We want to replace, because our final answer is supposed to have only B and C. We have to replace A. And how do we replace A? We say 180 minus C is equals to A plus B. Want to replace this. Then we have 180 minus that is B is equals to A plus C. So using that one, you come to this other equation where we write this is equals to 2. Instead of writing sin A plus B, you write sin 180 minus 2C, because this one will be 180 minus C all over 2. Then we have cos A plus C is 180 minus B. So it's 180 minus B will be 180 minus 2B all over 2. Meaning you can now cancel that, and then you will get 2 sin 90 minus C cos 90, you divide that, minus B. So these are the ratios that we have. So we expand these ones as compound angles. So this is how we expand them. We will put 2 is there, then you say sin 90 cos C minus cos 90 sin C. That is for that. For this one it will be, and this one you put into bracket there, this one will be cos 90 cos B. This one now will be plus sin 90 sin B. So from there we know that cos 90 is equals to 0. So all of it will be 0. Then we also have cos 90 here. So this all of it is going to be 0. Then sin 90 is 1 and sin 90 here is 1. So we are left with equal to 2 cos C and sin B. So that is the answer we are left with. and this is what we are having now as our answer. You can compare that with that, and this is how now we follow as until we come to that point. So let's go to the next question, which is solve the equation 2 sin theta is equals to cos theta minus 60. So when we come to this one, we come and do like this. We say 2 sin theta is equals to, we expect this one as a compound angle. It's going to be cos theta cos 60 plus sin theta sin 60. With that one, we can use our special triangle which we have here. This one is 2, we have 2 here, square root of 3, and we have 1 here. This is the 60 degrees. So this one will be, for sin 60 is equals to opposite over hypotenuse, root 3 over 2. For cos 60 is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse, that is a half. So therefore, we are going to have 2 sin theta is equals to cos theta. This one is cos 60. Cos 60 is a half, plus sin theta sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 all over 2. We can now bring this root 60 this side so that we have like terms together. So this one will be 2 sin theta minus root 3 all over 2 sin theta equals to cos theta, and we have a half there. They're supposed to be putting a half in front there, and this one is supposed to be put in front so that you don't confuse and think it's theta times a half. So we can now factor out sin theta. Sin theta, then we remain with the 2 minus root 3 all over 2, and this one you have a half cos theta. From there, we can come and do this. We can move this cos to this other side. So we are left with the 2 minus root 3 all over 2 is equals to a half cos theta all over sin theta, like that. So that now we can actually say, is in fact, instead of putting them like that, we can put them this other side, so that we have 2 minus root 3 all over 2. We put them here so that we have sin as the one which is numerator, and then cos theta. This one will give us a half. So this is tan. So tan theta is equals to this is the 2 will be here minus root 3 all over 2 is equals to a half. So finally, we can bring this value on this other side. So we are left with the tan theta this side. Tan theta is equals to a half divided by 2 minus root 3 all over 2. So with that one, this will be a half. Then you have your 1 all over 2 minus root 3 all over 2. This one will give us 1 over 4. This is minus root 3. And this is what we are now supposed to get as our tan theta. This is what we get as our tan theta. So after getting this as our tan theta, we come and now look for inverse. We say theta is equals to tan inverse 1 all over 4 minus root 3. So using a calculator, we get a value there, and finally we are going to get our angle as 23.79. But remember, we usually have two values for every number. For every inverse value, we normally get two values. For example, this one is going to be 23.79, that is from there to there, degrees. So because this triangle has, this side is C, that is all the cosines are positive, all the trigonometric ratios are positive. Here we have sine is positive and tangent is positive. So we'll have another angle here. You protrude this one, this other angle will still be positive, and this one is 180 plus 23.79. This is going to be 9730. That is 203, and this is what I have written here. This is 203. We can show it here, and this is our trigonometric unit circle. Moving on to the next page, we have this question whereby we are told 16 sec x minus 2 is equals to 14 tan squared x. So we are supposed to find the value of x. So for that one, we are going to replace this tan squared x with sec. So this one is going to give us 16 sec x minus 2 is equals to 14. In place of tan, we write this. So this one will be, to bracket, it will be sec squared x minus 1. So we will have here 14 sec squared x minus 14 there. And on this side it will be 16 sec x minus 2. So we can put this sec this other side, or this one this other side. So we will have 14 sec squared x. Then this goes to this side, it will be minus 16 sec x, and this 2 we bring it to this other side. It's going to be plus, so it is going to be minus 12 equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation, so we have to solve this quadratic equation so that we can be able now to get our values. So we can use quadratic formula, minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. This one we will get as, it will be minus b is minus 16, so this one will be 16 plus or minus square root b squared, that will be 16 multiplied by 16, that will be, that is 6. Then we have 9 there, that is 6, that is 1. So we will have 256. This one is going to be 256 minus 4. A is 14 and C is negative 12, like that, all over 2. A is 14. Then we have, this will be 16 plus or minus, this will be 256 minus 14 times 12 times 4 will be 672. And now this one is going to be plus. You divided that one by 28. So if you work out your sec squared that is sec x, will give you the values of sec x will be equal to, if you work out that with that formula, you'll get 1.66, or sec x is equals to negative 0.516. So this one is the same as saying 1 all over cos x is equals to 1.66. So for us to get cos x, it will be cos x equals to 1 over 1.66. This one gives us from the calculator, it's going to be, this is going to be 0.6024. Check using your calculator. Then we have this other one. It will be 1 over cos x will give us negative 0.516. And so cos x is going to be 1 over 0.516. This one gives us negative 1.937. So considering these two values, this and that, this one now is not possible, because you can't have a cos of a number which is more than 1, because we usually say that cos is adjacent all over hypotenuse. So always it will be less than 1. So this one we remove it. So we work with this one. So we will say cos x is equals to 0.6024. So we look for inverse, that is cos inverse 0.6024. This one gives us x. So using the table or calculator, you find that our x is going to be 52.95 degrees. So this is what we have. But as I normally say, we usually have two values. After every inverse of a number has two values. So this is 52.95. So we look for any other position whereby the cosine is positive, has a positive. So this is going to be this side. So this is going to be, this is 360. You subtract 52.98. So this is going to be 2 there, 0. Then here we are going to have, this is 7, and this is going to be, 0 and 2. So we'll have another one, another angle which is 207. It's not 207, 307. I made a mistake there. It's supposed to be 307. So this is now how the problem have been done, like that. And then from there we have the final question we are going to look at is this, whereby we have this question. We can find using the quadratic equation, you can find the values of sine. Finally we get our values as that. Like we said, this one is not possible because these are ratios and they are less than 1. So you use sine theta is equals to a half, give us 30 and 50. And so guys, we come to the end of our lesson, but we have this trigonometry tutorial which we talked about before we started our topic. So try to do these questions and see whether you can be able to get the answers indicated there. And this is all for your profit, for your benefit. So these are very good practice questions. I call them trigonometry tutorial. And finally, when we do that, we have finished with our third topic, which is trigonometry. It's actually our second topic. We are finished with that, and bye guys. See you next time.